Everybody take a look up front. Is y by itself?
No. Oh, yeah, it is.
Y is already by itself, so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, why? I thought you.
If I go onto my calculator, I should be able to find at least 3 points that are whole numbers. If I have 0, y is 2, so I know that's a point. If I put in 2, then I get 1. And if I put in 4, 0. So usually there's enough whole numbers that you can find to make your line. Will the line be dotted or solid? So I want something that looks like make sure your line is dotted. And will I shade up or down? It's greater than, so shade up. What does that look like? That looks like this. Now, however you want to show that, if you shade in the whole thing, if you put little dashes, that's up to you. What does this mean? The next time you see this, we will go into a little more detail. Everything that has shading is an actual answer. So if I go up here and find this point, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I choose that point and put it in here, I'll make a true statement. That's all this is saying. Any one of these points in here, if I put it over into this inequality, it makes a true statement. Since the line is dotted, it means that none of the points on the line work. It's not part of the solution. It's the boundary of the solution. It's the limit of the solution. And nothing over here works. If I take this point and put it into here, it will not work. So we've got an infinite amount of points in here that make this true. Write the word solution in here. It's your solution area. That'll be important when we get to the next unit, and we're doing 2 of these at the same time. And that one wasn't too bad because y was already by itself. Is y by itself for this one? No. So I'm going to take 2x minus 2y greater than or equal to 6. And I'm giving you enough room on this test so you can do your work. Our job is to get y by itself. How do I start? That goes away. Watch the order. I put the 2x first, the minus 2x, then I put the 6 at the end. Is y by itself yet? How do I get rid of that? Question from previous years. What happens when you divide by a negative?
Yeah, you switch the symbol.
Take a look at it. As soon as you see this, at the same time, circle that. If you divide by a negative, or multiply by a negative, you got to reverse the symbol. So now it's not pointing to the right. Now it's pointing this way. Reverse it. Why are we doing that? It's because when you divide by negative, you're actually changing this into its opposite sign. If it's positive, it becomes negative. If this side's negative, it becomes positive. And it switches the ordering. What is the negative 2 divided by a negative 2? Positive what? 1x. What's 6 divided by negative 2?
3.
That is the inequality you should be graphing, not the original. So I'm going to get 0, negative 3. I'm going to get 1, negative 2. I'm going to get 2, negative 1. 0, negative 3. 1, negative 2, 2, negative 1. And now, take a look at that symbol. Is this going to be solid or dotted? Solid. But where am I shading? Since this is reversed, and what is this?
Oh,
It's your solution. Everything, all the points in here, all the millions and billions of points in there work for this inequality. They make it a true inequality. What if all you see is the y and nothing else but a number on the other side? What kind of line is this going to turn out to be? It's telling you that 4 is going to be each of your point value for y, and this doesn't really matter. You don't even have to put it on the calculator. Just put a bunch of 4s there and any number you want over here. If you want to put it in your calculator, go ahead. It'll look this way. You'll get 0, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, solid or dotted? Dotted. And since it's greater than, which way? And what does that mean? It means your solution is everything up here. Every single little point that's in there. Don't overthink these. If y is perfectly horizontal, what would an x equation look like? Vertical. It's just the opposite of what you would think, because what axis is this? This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis, but when you have y in the equation, it's horizontal. All you have to do is put this into here, and then you can put any number you want in for the x. Turn your paper over. Your shading should look this way. If you can't see it, shade in up here. Darken it in a little bit so you can see it. So if that is the inequality, or if that's the graph, what will the inequality look like? Will it be, whoops, let me back this up for a second. Is this one going up? What was the symbol? Greater than. So I know for this one, it's going to be y greater than something. And since it's horizontal, all I'm going to have is a number. What number?
2.
Here's the x-axis right here.
1.
Let's see. X-axis is right here.
Oh, yeah, 1.
So this is a 1.
So it's greater than or equal to.
Thank you. You said greater than or equal to. How come? Because this is a solid line. What about 38? That's not going to be as easy as this one. Would you say that that is less than or greater than? If we're shading up,
It's a positive.
is it this one or this one?
It's dotted. So this is first one.
It's dotted. What's the slope? Everybody take a look at number 38. Tell me what the slope is. If I'm going from this point down to this point.
Down to over one.
She said down to right 1. Well, how do you write down 2?
2x.
-2 over 1 with an x. Get in the habit of showing it as a fraction. Where is it crossing? Where is it crossing the y-axis? So 1, 2. You find the slope. The slope helps you what's in front of the x. This number tells you the rest of the equation. Any questions on that one? Why did we use greater than? Where's the shading? The shading is up. Why didn't we put this in like we did up here? Because the line's dotted. Why did we use -2 and not +2? Isn't this going downhill? It's going downhill. And why did we use that 2? It's because that's where it crosses the y-axis, the y-intercept. On your paper, does it look like this is shaded? So I'm going to put, determine which of the ordered pairs are part of the solution set. Ignore the directions for this one. Actually, circle the word pairs. What you will see on your test, we just said that the shaded section is the solution. That's the answer. Is that part of the answer? You're going to be presented some points, and you're going to have to figure out, is it up in this section over here? Where's -3, 4? -3, 4 would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, it is.
Is that in the solution set?
Yep.
So all you would do is you would circle it, or you put yes. You'll have a bunch of points that you have to choose from. How about, let's see, how about 0, 0? Is 0, 0 part of the solution?
No. Yes, it's the origin.
It's on the line, but what kind of line is it? Dotted. If it's a dotted line, it's not part of the solution. If it's on a line like up here, if it was on the solid line, then it would be part of the solution.
So if it's the origin and it's on the dotted line, it's not part of the solution.
Correct. Or any of these points.
Even if the origin's in it?
None of those are part of the solution because they're on the dotted line.
Oh, okay.
Only stuff that's over here, or if the line was solid, would be included. It's sort of like having an open circle and a closed circle. Last one. Circle that. If it says less than, which way are you shading?
Right. Down.
Down or
Oh,
left? So which one show down and or to the left? Or
A, B, and C.
so it might be. It's one of these two because those are shaded down. We're looking for the dark sections. So that's no good. That's no good. Which one has a line intercepting the y-axis at -2?
A, right, B.
This is exactly how it's going to look on the test. We'll do, I'm going to do one more like 39 on Friday, because that's new. You'll get back both your quizzes on Friday. We'll go over both of them. That's the other two sections of the test. No homework today.
I guess so.
For the last 13
Sour thoughts.
If you're done with your calculator, please go back. Actually, just
I mean, when I drive to school, I plan on getting Starbucks. Like right next to It is. I would pick you up from the 7-Eleven. You should take okay,